Welcome back to Mustang Media. I'm Isaac Morris.
And I'm Kerrigan Hutton. We're so glad you could join us today, Mustangs.
First things first, let's take a look at the school's upcoming musical, The Wedding Singer.
The auditorium Salina Central has sure been noisy in the past few days, as Troop 639 rehearses its production of The Wedding Singer. The show itself is based off the movie of the same name starring Adam Sandler. The 80s influence is very present. There's no way you won't be singing along to these catchy tunes. I talked to Harper Johnston to see what it's like from a freshman's point of view.
What it's like being an underclassman in the musical, it's honestly been really fun because I get to know a lot of the upperclassmen and kind of figure out what being in a Central musical is all about. So kind of for a first experience, it's really, really fun. And it's also really, really scary because at the beginning you kind of don't know what you're doing and you don't know everyone. And then once you get used to it, I think it's just a really welcoming and really pleasant environment to be in.
A lot goes into a show. We are talking set building, pit orchestra, and I do mean hundreds of costumes. Musical director Ryan Holmquist told me just how much effort the cast and crew have been putting into the show.
The students have been working really, really hard to make this production an excellent show for everyone, and they've started out in November and started rehearsals in December, and some of them have been working every single day for 2 months, and it's incredibly difficult to put together lines, acting, choreography, music, pit orchestras, sound, tech, costumes, props, sets. All of those things are incredibly complex. So this is a very time-consuming and complex process.
Come see The Wedding Singer from January 30th through February 1st. Back to the studio.
We know you are all excited about the Chiefs' victory on Sunday, but how much about the Red Kingdom do you actually know? Molly Michaelis asks the important questions.
The Vikings.
The Vikings.
I have no idea.
The trophy that they received on Sunday is named after him.
Is it the Lombardi trophy?
The Hunt family? I don't know.
Arrowhead.
Arrowhead.
$15.
15.
The Texans, the Titans, the Packers, and Colts.
Okay, the Colts, the Titans, the Chargers, I think. They beat the Chargers?
Yeah.
Aw, dang. Okay, so I don't, let me see. And then
There's another Texas team.
Oh, then the Houston Texans, they lose to them. And then I don't know the fourth team, I definitely don't.
Packers.
The Packers? Dang, I didn't know that.
Uh, 49ers.
I don't watch preseason, so I couldn't tell you.
He's defense.
Linebacker.
Jaquavius Sims? Is he on offense or defense? Tell me that.
Defense.
Sims. Not D-line. Not linebacker. Is he a D-back?
Thank you, Molly. In honor of the Chiefs, we have prepared some sports-themed stories for you.
First up, Coach Fear just racked up his 200th win. Here to tell you more is our new Mustang Media reporter, Dakota Hogan.
Senior Peyton Griffin had some input on Coach Fear's 200th win.
We were all just because we're all really proud of what he's done and how he's all helped us throughout the season.
We asked Coach Fear what his emotions were after his 200th career win.
I was walking off the floor and expecting the team to run past me, and all of a sudden Mr. Marin grabs my arm and says, "Hey, we got to come talk to you over here for a second," and turn around, and then I looked and saw the team, and they've got a banner with it says my 200th victory. So I honestly had no clue. It was really cool to share that with this group, and that was a pretty special night.
Thank you, Dakota. Here to help out with all these sports-themed stories is our sports reporter, Ethan Brown.
You want it, you got it, Isaac. I'm Ethan Brown, this is the Sports Report, and Fridays are awesome. Hey, here's a sport we haven't been talking much about. How about bowling? They are on a legit roll after pinning down their third straight win at their meet this week. And the girls' basketball team is filling up the stat sheet and picking up wins as they move to only one loss on the season. And how about those boys swimming? They are diving into another great season. And in his return to the octagon, Conor McGregor won his first match against Cowboy Cerrone in 43 seconds. Speaking of punches, KU and K-State proved that Kansas is much more than a farming and boring community as they got into a serious chair brawl. Derek Jeter was one vote shy away of becoming the first ever unanimous Baseball Hall of Fame induction this past week. And have you guys met my homeboy? The Patrick Mahomes Show is taking over the Super Bowl in Miami, as for the first time in 50 years, the Kansas City Chiefs are going to the Super Bowl. But you probably all knew that. You might wonder how they made it to the Super Bowl. Well, just take a look at this.
Second and 10 as that Tennessee defense drops back. Has Long who tried to make a diving tip. And Mahomes who tiptoes inside the 10. Still knocked out. Oh, what a run! Out of this world! Touchdown, Kansas City!
Thanks, Ethan.
Finally, Emily Sherman takes a dive into everything swimming.
The best part about swimming is probably the meet experience, the rush of adrenaline on meet day, getting to make friends. Some friends that I've had for 4 years, some that I'm making new this year.
The best part about swimming is definitely my teammates and getting to swim with them.
Okay, why should people join the swim team?
It's a fun environment where we get to work hard and make experiences with other people.
It's a great experience. There's a lot of fun times. Getting to, with practice, it's not all work. We get to have fun sometimes.
The atmosphere at swim meets is very intense. It has sort of this, gives you this sinking feeling that you got to do your best for your teammates. Swimming is it's a personal sport. You're doing it for your best times, but you feel like you need to do this for everyone else.
Thank you, Emily.
And of course, no Mustang Media is complete without a Reed fact.
Fun facts with Reed.
It's Friday, and you know what that means? It's time for a fact. Did you know that in a town in Canada, it's illegal to frown at cows?
Thanks, Reed. Well, that's all we have for today, Mustangs. I'm Isaac Morris.
And I'm Kerrigan Hutton. Good night, and good luck, Mustangs.